Yo people, hope everyone's good. My name's Alex and man is stressed. Alright, I got till September the 15th to get my game Firefight onto the Oculus Gear VR store, because otherwise they're not taking any of submissions. But I'm now working part-time so I can have more time to work on my game and the devlogs. So hopefully I can actually keep up with the schedule of one every week. But anyways, let's just jump into it and let me show you guys what I've been up to. Okay, so I'll start off by showing you guys the main menu and the changes that I've made. So I had to change the system over to like the stages system, so it uses a level manager to keep track of what levels are available, a stages manager to keep track of what stages are available, and then a stars manager, which you're giving up to 3 stars for every stage you complete. And so it obviously needs to be able to load the stars to show you the progress and whatnot. So as you can see, I've got the main menu right here. This is not final. I don't really like the look of it, to be honest, but I need new artwork for it, which I don't have. So I'm asking one of my veterans to help me out on that, and hopefully he can. But I've got the shop here. Once again, I don't like how it looks. It's just there to test the functionality of it, which all works. As there's an upgrade manager, which keeps track of which upgrades are available to the player, and also keeps track of all the prices for each of these. As if you buy one of these, the next time you buy it, it will be another multiple of 50. So as in it'll be 50 to 100, then 200, 400. I believe that's the way I did it. It's been a little while now. And I had the idea of being able to unlock new hoses, which I basically need 3D models for. So I'm gonna have to spend some time quickly in Blender. It won't look great, I can imagine, because just like this model here, I made this model and it's all right, but yeah, you know. Okay, so I've also got a leaderboard that I need to implement, and I found a video on YouTube on how to integrate the Oculus leaderboard, so hopefully that should be relatively straightforward. As you can see, the play button is disabled. As when the player plays it for the first time, I want them to go through the tutorial so they have an understanding of what is actually going on. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. I might actually make it an in-game tutorial, but depending on how much time I have, because I've obviously got so much work to do. But usually I'll just fast forward through the tutorial just so you can kind of see what is going on. It's not quite finished yet. I've still got the images to add to it, but for the most part it's there and works. Okay guys, as you can see, that is the tutorial done, and I can now access the play. So I'll show you what other changes I've made, because before you press play it literally just started the levels, but now if I hit play it shows you the levels. So there's going to be up to 3 levels I think at the moment. So I originally had the idea that you get the 1 level for free, and then you can either pay 99p or something like that to unlock the next levels, but I don't even know if I'm gonna have time to implement that, so I might just have to give them all levels for free and just, you know what I mean, take the L on that. But yeah, so if you click on levels, then it shows you them all. As you can see, currently it has the 10 stages, and I can't access the other stages. I can only access number 1. Okay, I wonder what happened to my reticule. My reticule's disappeared, but I don't know why. But as you can see, and I have 0 stars, like 0 out of 3 stars. So if we play, you see that there's a new level and quite a lot has changed. As you can see, like the start UI has now changed. It now flies towards the player instead of it being like a static panel, and I think in VR that looks and feels a lot better. So I've got this new map as well, new laid out map. I'm not quite settled on it, as it still feels a bit empty or something, or I need a few more like interactable objects or something like that. I also need to keep the spawn points maybe a little bit closer to keep an enemy always on the player, something like that. As you can see, I updated the people to rescue, and they've all got Mixamo animations. I've got these pickups which spawn, and you obviously spray them to collect them, and they repair your truck or whatever. But I'm going to create a loot table system so that if you've got full health or full water, you're not going to be given the water or health pickup, because you obviously won't need it. So there's the foam grenade pickup and the ×2, which doubles the size of your hose pickup, which I'll make more frequent if you've got higher health, and then obviously less frequent when you've got lower health. You know what I'm saying. I'm really happy with how it's all coming along so far. I still want to work on the look of the hose, because it's alright, but it's not fully there yet. So I basically just want to show you what happens when I get to the end of the level. So still play, got these man them running around. So the whole point as well is to obviously put all the fires out before you reach the end of the level. So let me do that. So because I don't have the audio on, I can't really tell when I'm taking damage and how much life I've got left. I mean, I could look at the panel, but who wants to do that? Okay, so this is the end of the level. Boom, as you see, gives you your score, the money's earned, your fire's extinguished. I've got 100% on all of that, so come on, yeah. Yeah, as you can see, you've got the max score essentially there, and that's where another issue comes up, because if you put out all the fires and kill all the enemies, as I did, you're going to have a max score as shown there, which is 1550, and obviously everybody's going to have the max score of 1550 if you play it well, so that doesn't work. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to calculate some extra points to give the player based on how much power they have left and how much water level they have left, so that there's a variation and actually, you know, a bit of incentive to play more reserved and get a higher score kind of thing. And as you can see, there's also a star system, and I've got 3 stars there. So you get 1 star if you get up to 33%, 2 stars if you get between 33 to 66%, and above 66% of the fires put out, you'll get 3 stars. Obviously that now saved to the player data, so it knows that I've got 3 stars on the stage 1, and it will automatically unlock the next stage for me. So if there was the next stage, I would obviously click next stage, but it's not hooked up yet. So what I'll do is I'll go back to the menu. Obviously now it's no longer disabled. I can obviously just hit play because it knows that I've done the tutorial. If I hit play, if I go to level 1, I'm going to be changing these to icons, like to the graphics of the level, to like maybe an image of the level, so you have a rough idea of what level it is, and maybe a little title there like the mall, and then an image of it. And as you can see now, I have the 3 stars and it's registered on there, and then I've also got access to the next level, and that's all saved and everything. So if I take off the headset and ever I'll go do my thing, close the application, come back, I've still got all that data and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. Obviously got what levels to work on and more interactions to add, and then the whole Oculus integration, more audio, and get ready to be submitted. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope this was somewhat entertaining, and yeah, catch you on the next one.